I just spent 6 months traveling all over Sumatra, all the way from Jakarta here to Kilometer in Sabang. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how it went down. Let's get to it. Today I am in a place called Baru, and we are still in Bengkulu. Check this out. We have the river right out here because where we are driving right now is inside an elephant conservation area. So we're just making a quick stop here by the river. We still have 5 minutes to go, but I just wanted to show you guys my guide today. Is this Moko?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Moko.
Salam kenal. Moko asli dari di sini ya?
Ya, betul.
And this is our off-road vehicle for today, Honda Versa. Bagus untuk off-road, yeah? Awesome. Yeah, he is doing a lot better than I am on my KTM. Okay, let's go. It was a really long ride to get here yesterday. Probably the most beautiful ride I've had here in Sumatra yet, driving along the coastline. But just getting into this village, Desa Sukabaru, that's actually quite a challenge because there is no proper roads. It is roads like this all the way, but it is worth it. Hey guys, look what we have in front of us. It's a gajah! Pagi! Bagus sekali off-road skills. Okay. Mustadin.
Yeah.
Mustadin and
Sumarsono.
what was the nickname?
Moko. Yeah.
Moko. Almost like Rocco. Rocco Moko.
Moko.
So guys, here we are on top of the big Suka Baru sign, and here we have the village area and where we just came from on that side, and across the river is the conservation where we're going today. And here I cannot fly with the drone, I cannot use my big camera, that's why I'm using the GoPros today, because that is where the elephants are. But I'm just gonna go down and show you, because you actually were able to cross this river by a bridge, but it's collapsed in 1997 because there was a big flood that basically just took away the entire bridge. So this is all we have left of it now. And I asked the guys this morning why it hasn't been rebuilt yet, and they tell me that's because it cost 2 billion in rupiah to rebuild this bridge, and they are still waiting from support from the government, and I am not sure when they will be getting the support for that. All right, let's go. Here we have the first elephant. Gajah nama apa? Uco. Okay, Chokro. Oh, that was a fast road, right? So we basically just went straight across. Oh, dalam. Too deep there. Gimana sih? Selamat datang di PLG Seblat. So now we're walking up to the Rangers base camp, or what do you call it? 15 Rangers work here every day during the night, only 5 stays, and sleep here in these small barracks to basically protect the area, because there is 7,700 hectares of protected elephant conservation land here. So they have a lot of ground to cover.
A total of 50 elephants has been sighted over this vast area, but only 10 of them have been tamed in an effort to increase their lifespan and reproductivity. The Sumatran elephant can become up to 60 to 70 years old, and the oldest one ever recorded became 86.
Laki-laki atau ada cewek juga?
Laki-laki.
Laki-laki. So boys camp only. Moko says apparently there is tigers here, Sumatran tigers, and Sugeng says, apa lagi animal di sini?
Buaya darat.
Buaya darat. Buaya darat camp. Lagi. So the only dangerous animal here, they say, is playboys. Playboy. Buaya darat actually means a land crocodile, but it translates to playboy. So we've made it here to the Buaya Darat headquarters.
Bukan Simon Laser.
Apa?
Simon Laser.
Oh ya, Simon.
Yeah.
Pagi. Hey. Good to see you again. Selamat pagi. Pagi. Dari di sini kami pergi ke dalam hutan ya?
Yeah.
Okay. Master guide.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Nama
Purwanto.
Purwanto.
Yeah.
So guys, a part of the tour here is that you get to go trekking here in the jungle with your transportation, the gajah. Namanya apa?
Bona.
Bonar?
and
Bonar, salam kenal, and
Sari.
Sari.
Bona is the liters.
Let's go riding. Yep.
Okay. You ride from there.
All right. From there, yeah? Okay. Shoes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With shoes.
Bona.
Oh. Good, I didn't put my phone down. Cannot remember the last time I sat on an elephant. I think it was in 2010 in Thailand. But this is a little different because this is really in the jungle. I sit here?
Yeah.
I must say that the seating on Turanga is a little bit more comfortable. It feels like I'm sitting straight on the backbone. I mean, I am. I can see there.
At first it disturbed me to see them wear chains, but I learned that it was actually to protect them from walking into villages and unprotected areas where poachers could get to them.
So we are now going off-road, guys.
Many people will get afraid when an elephant is flapping its ears, but it's actually something they do to cool themselves down, but can also be used as an intimidating posture.
Jungle time. it seems he's trying to control the elephant with his legs. And noises like, eh. Oh, extreme. Extreme? Going up there? Okay, so apparently we're going up this way. Okay, this is steep, guys. The amount of balance this requires is incredible.
Hey guys, mengantar turis Denmark.
Halo guys,
Halo guys.
Saya Chris. Mau jadi YouTuber ya?
YouTuber.
Ele gajah YouTuber. So there's eagles here as well. Eagles. We just saw a big lizard as well. I didn't get it on camera. It was probably 2 meters. So that noise they just made, that is the way that the mother and the child talks. It almost sounds a bit like a tiger, you know, like a brrrr, or a big cat. It's just a very big cat. If you've never sat on top of an elephant before, let me explain to you how it feels. It's very, very rugged, you know? It's so hard. And the hairs here on its back, they are so thick, probably 10 times as thick and harsh as any hair on your own body. The skin is also so thick, you know? Super thick. So that they can walk through the trees, the branches easily without getting hurt.
Monkey.
Ada banyak monyet di sini ya?
Yes. Oh.
I'm on an elephant in the Sumatran jungle, looking at monkeys. It's tickling me.
When Borwanto asked me if I wanted to try some extreme off-road, I thought, how hard can it be? Well...
Wow, this is extreme.
Tidak apa-apa?
Tidak apa-apa.
Oke, jangan jatuh aja.
Even Borwanto made some noises that I hadn't heard before.
Sakit. This seriously hurts in the butt. So guys, going down the hill like this, you get to experience real intimacy with your guide.
Yes.
If you don't like big spiders, this is definitely not the place to go, because we are plowing through massive spider webs. Wow. Wait, look at this. That's what I mean. If you don't like big spiders, I just hope they are not dangerous. Wow, there's spider webs everywhere. Exactly, mate. Hey, good job, boy. Good job. Ya, lurus. Ya, kiri, kanan. Makan dulu. Hey, we made it to the river. You. Check it. Yoo-hoo. Hey. Yep. Oh, Bona senang ya. Mau mandi. Wow, so nice. This is an experience anyone in Sumatra should try. So nice, ya Bona. Wow.
Sore nanti ya.
Sore nanti. Bye. Bona, see you. Wow, guys, that was an amazing trip. Definitely a bit extreme, but That's gotta be top 3 experiences in Indonesia so far.
On our way back, Moko showed me how they use the elephant's excrement as fertilizer to grow new trees. And with a slight pain in the tushy, we made our way back.
So guys, we've made it back to the homestay.
For a long time it has been my ambition to climb Mount Kirinci, so I had found a great little place called Pelinga Guest House right off the foot of the mountain. A truly wholesome place, with a calm and outdoorsy atmosphere, wonderful staff, cooler temperatures, but most important, delicious coffee and food. In the afternoon I once again met up with my Kirinci guide Jet to go over the game plan for tomorrow. It helped calm my nerves a bit, knowing that he had everything fully planned and with plenty of experience up the majestic mountain.
Okay guys, we are ready for tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
This is Isa. What's up, Isa? The jets, the golden jets. We are ready.
Yeah.
Game plan. Yep, check.
We make plan for tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and something different here.
Enggak ada jengkok. Brewok. Terlihat lebih muda.
Yeah, lebih bagus atau enggak?
Lebih bagus.
Ah,
Lebih
good.
seksi, lebih seksi.
Lebih seksi.
Mau ikut besok?
Saya mau loh, saya mau ikut ke puncak, tapi it's too quick, you know, Monday. If you do it another week, I'll probably come here.
Yeah. Oh, that could be
Not
fun.
enough time to prepare. Yeah.
Next time, yeah?
Yeah, next time I'll go with Jets.
He's a good guide.
Guys, we will see you tomorrow, jam 7.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful day here in Kirinci. It is... Oh, there's Jet.
Hi Chris.
Morning, bro. Pagi.
Yeah.
We are ready, yeah, bro?
Ready, of course.
And it is cold here. So Jess just told me that this is actually the highest volcano in
Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia. That's one for the bucket list. I feel like I'm in good shape, but I'm not used to hiking that much. So hopefully I can make it.
Yeah, I hope.
Hopefully.
Saya percaya. I believe you can do it.
Good. Good. Let's do it. So, bro, what equipment are we bringing today?
Banyak kita bawa tenda, tent, inside here, sleeping mattress, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, tableware, king set, food for today and one night, and some snack. Sangat banyak di sini.
Anna and her team made sure we got a solid breakfast, and we then said goodbye to our families on FaceTime before going off the grid.
Maunya kita take picture.
All right, guys. We're ready. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
See you. Let's go.
Let's go.
Sesuai aplikasi ya.
Ya. Pakai helmnya dulu, Pak.
Gak usah.
Gak usah.
Bye. Let's go, Isa. So many bags. And pro tip, guys, before going on a trip like this, do not forget to throw a big water before the hike. If you don't know what that means, Google it. Use Google. Pagi. So Jet, this is where we need to make the registration, yeah?
Ya, we make the
Okay. Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi.
Apa kabar?
Baik.
Sehat?
Sehat.
Alhamdulillah. Pagi. Morning, ladies. How are you? Good. Oh, banyak snack ya?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning. Hey, how's it going? So before you start the hike, then you have to go to this registration post first. Luckily for me, the Golden Jet, he already took care of all the paperwork yesterday. So only thing we have to do here is pay. It's 310,000 for a foreigner for the weekend days. And I think it's about 200,000-ish for weekdays. Make sure you do the preparation and the registration as early as possible so that you can get a good start on the hike. And for the registration, you need your KTP if you're local. If you're a foreigner, you need your visa, you need to show vaccine, you need to show your health certificate from the doctor. So you need to go to the hospital first to get what's called surat di dokter. Ada lagi?
No.
No, that's it, yeah. Great. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Even on my 3-night adventure, this would be a bit challenging. Woo, my backpack is heavy. I think Jet, he just upgrade to off-road master level 3. 5 bintang ya?
Yeah. Terima kasih.
We had arrived at our starting point, and before you start your hike here, there's a small shop where you can buy snacks, drinks, and park your bike safely inside until you come back again.
Alright guys, this is it. No turning back now. We are officially at the starting point.
For health, more energy, safe, enjoy the trip on the summit and back safe.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go! Let's go!
Okay, small break ya.
Sekarang kita sudah mulai melakukan pendakian ke Gunung Kerinci dan target kita hari ini adalah shelter 3. Kita memulai perjalanan jam 9.28. Harapan kita sampai di shelter 3 jam 4 sore nanti sebelum sunset. Babi, bekas babi, jejak babi, mencari cacing.
You're looking for the food, yeah?
Ya, mencari makanan.
There are wild boars out here. And they actually can be dangerous if you meet them. I couldn't understand it in the beginning why there's so many dogs, but the people here use them as protection for the hawks, to alarm if the hawks are coming into the gardens to try and look for food. And if you meet a hawk, it can be aggressive if it's with its babies. And if it starts charging towards you, it will run like this. But it puts its head down and cannot see. So all you have to do is stand behind a tree, wait for it to run by you. And hopefully that should do it. Yeah.
Pos 1. Pos Bangku Panjang. Cukup cepat, hanya 16 menit saja.
Gampang dong.
Okay.
So I made executive decision here. Instead of taking break here at Pos 1, we keep going because only 30 minutes to the next post. So we can do it, yeah? Yes. Let's go, guys. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go, guys. Jangan lupa, guys, dilarang buang sampah sembarangan. Don't throw trash, or I will come after you.
Lanjut ke pos 2.
Almost post 2, yeah? I just wanted to mention that here between post 1 and post 2, the trek is becoming a little bit more difficult. I can feel my heartbeat increasing, and we just met 3 wild pigs, but I was not fast enough to get with the camera. Hopefully we see again. Alright, we have made it to Pos 2.
Pos 2 atau Bangku Panjang.
Bangku?
Panjang. Batu Lumut, sorry. Batu Lumut.
Lumut, yes. And it's taken us around 1 jam, yeah? Quite easy, I would say, but dari di sini sampai pos 3 lebih susah?
Sedikit lebih sulit. Naik satu level.
Next level. So it gets a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Bro, what you tell me about hiking and smoking?
Tidak berasa, tidak jalan. Ya. No smoking, no walking. Yeah.
Some tourists, they don't like when the guide and the porter, they smoke. But guys, remember, many of the Indonesians, they love smoking. So if you're really awesome, you bring them a few packs of Sampurna and just watch the smile appear on their faces.
Dari pintu rimba ke pos 2, jangan terlalu banyak ngebus. Jangan terlalu cepat. Karena untuk menyimpan energi dari pos 2 ke pos 3 dan seterusnya, itu melewati jalur yang cukup berat. Kalau di jalan dari pintu rimba ke pos 2 terlalu cepat, tenaga udah habis duluan.
We're walking a lot here on the roots of the trees. So it's really steep, but the roots, they work like steps on a staircase. And these big steps, they take out a lot of energy. You can hear my breathing.
Yeah. So you chose the big step like this. Don't use the big one like that.
Lebih susah ya. Sedikit dingin juga. Yeah, sedikit. I gotta be honest, the first 3 posts here has been surprisingly easy. You can feel that it's getting harder and harder. You can see the track here is getting more and more steep. Actually, I feared it would be worse, but I also know that the real challenge is gonna be from shelter 2 to shelter 3 later today. But this is steep. I hope you can see it. That is the first time ever I've been this close to a squirrel. In Denmark, they are super shy. Well, when you're hiking here, this is what you can experience. And we've made it to Postiga.
Ketemu sama Mas Bule.
Ya, sebentar. Nakal. Sini. I just told all the guests here that I'm the porter. This is just my guests. This is Mr. Jet from Malaysia.
Yeah, I'm from KL.
And Mr. Izal from Singapore.
Saya tidak pasang grease.
Oh ya?
Ya.
Ya, kamu bisa belajar dengan saya. Ya. Kamu bahasa Indonesia ada.
Kamu aman dengan saya?
Ya.
Santuy ya? What the fuck? Wow. It's getting more challenging now. See? It's getting hard. Lebih susah di sini. Isa,
Yes.
umur berapa?
Saya sudah 42.
42?
Iya.
Wow. Berapa kamu hiking?
Oh, hampir 200 lebih sudah hiking.
200?
Ya, sudah lebih.
Woo. Expert level. Bro, Jet, 248 time, ya?
Ya, 248 times.
Wow.
Time.
Master.
Tomorrow, 249.
So I have good company here. Aman. So narrow here.
When we survive in the jungle, we found the plant like this we can eat. Its name is begonia.
Begonia.
Yeah.
Good. Can I try? I think in Danish it's called rabarber. Ooh. Very sour, but you can make jam with this. If you make jam with this, a lot of sugar. Enak sekali.
Yeah.
If you run out of water, run out of food, I hope you like sour food because it's really sour.
Manis.
Bang bang lebih enak.
Beng lebih enak.
Yo, shelter one. We made it. Phew. So it's now 12:40 and it's a good spot and a good time to do a lunch break. So we're gonna do that. Here the guys are preparing it right now. That's fantastic. Thank God for them and for me for having them.
Senang bro.
Sangat senang. Hiking with Hansen. Udah gila. Okay.
All right, we spent 1 hour here at Shelter 1 for lunch, and now we're gonna keep moving. Gonna try and keep a more or less steady pace. And what is the altitude now, Jet?
2,500.
Yeah?
Yeah, 500.
Yeah, and it's actually really warm in the sun, but as soon as we're in the shadow now, it's a bit cold. Next shelter, I probably have to put on more clothes. Slippery here, yeah? Welcome to Jurassic Park. So, me and Isa, we decide we will take a small break now because Jet is getting very tired. He wants to take break. No, reality is Jet can see that I'm getting tired, so he make executive decision. We take small break, yeah?
We took a lot of smoking breaks, but I loved them. We talked about everything and nothing, shared stories and told jokes.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Ayo kita come on.
Ayo, come on. Oh, I like that. Ayo, kita come on. Bahasa Inggris mix. Okay, bro. Kita come on. Oh, shit. Elderflower, ya? Bisa bikin teh dan ya bisa. Dengan ini, ya bisa.
Saya baru tahu.
2,700, yeah? Almost 2,800. And we still have 1,000 meter yet. Luar biasa. Still 40 minutes to shelter 2 and then 1 hour to shelter 3. Dang, I'm starting to get tired. I thought I was in decent shape, but this is tough. Made it to shelter 2. Whew. The guys are taking a small break behind, but they told me shelter 2 only 5 minutes away, and I was like, if only 5 minutes away, I will continue. So we are now officially in 3,000 meter, 3,056 meter altitude. I believe that at 3,800 meter altitude, the oxygen level should be 20% less than normal.
Shelter 2. Dari shelter 1 tuh sampai sini 2 jam.
Bagus ya?
Ya, bagus.
How are you feeling, Jet? Feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
Like I should.
Yeah.
Okay. Still feeling good. We just came from here, walking all the way down, and we're going up there, and now we are in 3,190 meters altitude. I just told Jet that I'm starting to get, every time I blink, I get a little dizzy, and my headache, I have headache that is starting to get worse, and Jet told me it's because the altitude, the air is getting more thin. hopefully we are at shelter 3 soon. Because I'm very tired. Alright, we made it here to shelter 3 at 3,300 meter elevation altitude. So the guys are setting up the tent right now. The wind is okay, it's quite cold, it's probably like 10 degrees. But the view we have here behind us is crazy. So I'm so excited to see how it's gonna look tomorrow morning. Now we're gonna get some hot tea. And then I think it's time to get in the tent and get some rest. Get my legs up. Because, dang, they're hurting. But the guys, they did a fantastic job today. They don't know it yet, but they already made their tips. I've made it to the inside of the tent. And I cannot tell you how happy I am to be here right now. It's so nice just being able to sit down without shoes. Oh yeah, worth it. I don't even know what to say right now because my headache is quite bad.
I thought I had kept up really well with the guys, but when we arrived at shelter 3 I was exhausted and suffering from acute mountain sickness, aka AMS. As I was dizzy, I had a headache, nausea, and that night I had insomnia as well. This was when I realized how tough the guys they were and how the money is well spent bringing them. They did not take a break. They started immediately setting up the tent, then unpacking, cooking, cleaning, and when all was finished and packed for our summit attempt, they went straight to bed. This takes real power, focus, and determination when it's both cold and after a 7 kilometer, 1500 meter elevation hike. And oh yeah, they were excellent chefs too.
Good morning, guys. It's now 4:20. We just had some Indomie, some water. It's freezing cold. It's gotta be maybe 7-8 degrees. And now it's time to go towards the summit. It's gonna be 2 hours and it's gonna be really steep. There's not gonna be a lot of roots that we can hang on today, mostly rocks. So I'm gonna be using trekking poles and cross our fingers that everything will be all right and that the wind will stop soon because the wind is quite heavy. So wish me luck. Let's do it. Alright guys, so we've been walking now for maybe 30 minutes and it's getting really steep. There's just loose rocks everywhere and there's a lot of wind. So yeah, it's definitely the most challenging so far, also because it's difficult to see. Yeah, let's go. Oh, when my mother sees this, she will kill me. Yeah. So cool. I'm a rock climber. Rock climbing leveler. Feeling good? Very good. That is down to Gonna be the first one on the top today. So we're taking a small stop here. We are how much further to the top? 5 minutes saja ya?
Oh, okay.
15 minutes. Okay, we have 15 minutes to the top and it's 6:15, but the wind is too strong right now. So we have to wait a bit for the sun to come up before we can ascend the last part. So it's rather cold sitting here waiting, but we are sitting in between the rocks, which is giving us cover for the wind. It's probably, what, di sini? Maybe 8 degrees? Maybe 10 degrees. It sure feels like it's freezing. We just have to wait it out.
And then the final stretch was on.
Top of the highest volcano in Southeast Asia. Gunung Kerinci. This is an experience I highly recommend, but note, it's not easy. Not easy at all. Now we're gonna go down because it's simply too cold to stay up here. We've only been here for like 30 minutes, but we have to go down.
Once you reach the top, it feels like the hard part is over. It's not. In my opinion, the most dangerous part awaits, walking down. And we are reminded about this still underlying danger when we see Adi Permana's grave, the first person who was found dead right here at this monument in 1983. So please be careful, respect the mountain, otherwise search and rescue has to come and find you. So let's explore safely and keep this mountain clean from accidents and from trash.
See that? That is a gibbon right on top of us. Just above us. But we're very lucky.
Finally, we arrived here, Pintu Rimba, after climbing the mountain. Hi, mister. What do you feel?
Hello, mister. Chape.
You capek.
Sekali. It feels like we were just here and now we're back.
Yeah.
But just with 14 kilometers in the legs and a summit at Gunung Kerinci.
We arrived 4:40.
440.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we made it back here to where we started just yesterday. And it's been an incredible experience, but my god, my legs are tired. My suggestion is that if you do a trip like this, make sure that you hire a proper team, kind of like Jets, because otherwise you risk going to the mountain, then you have forgotten something, you didn't bring enough food, you didn't bring enough water, and you're gonna have a miserable trip. So Jets company, Kerinci Paradise, has my highest recommendations. I'll make sure to put his contact details in the description. Good job, guys.
Nice. So I checked into the 4-star luxury hotel called the ZHM Premier. But before going to Mentawai, I just had a few stops to make in between the editing. A quick visit to the radio station RRE, Radio Republic, Indonesia, for my first ever live interview.
Lama bana. Bana so.
Then it was off to one of the most acknowledged and largest universities in Indonesia, Andalas University. Andalas is the ancient name of Sumatra, and here I was asked about my most scary moment on my trip during their English class.
And then I'm like, okay, now I speed up and I just go. And then we are good friends. And this is how
always what happened in Indonesia.
I then learned that Hotel Premier was a very popular spot for tourists to stay before going to Mentawai for surfing or for exploring, so I had chosen the right place to be.
Let's go guys to Mentawai.
On board you can sit either on top or below where there's air conditioning and movies. And I was surprised to see heavily armed policemen there, but they told me that they were just doing a cash escort to the island banks.
Alright guys, and we are on our way. Probably 3 hours from here until we get to Siberut. We have to make one stop at a neighboring island and then continue the journey. There's quite a lot of foreigners here on the boat today. There's probably around 10. It's the most foreigner I've seen in months. Yeah, it's quite nice actually. So guys, slight change of plans. They suddenly turned the boat around and apparently one of the engines are broken. Aduh. And we try again. Recognize this place? Yeah. That's because we had a problem again. Back at Padang again. Hopefully they will fix it again.
So yeah, pro tip, bring some snacks in case your boat breaks down 3 times in a row. But then only 4 hours later and a quick transit stop at Sikabaluan, we had arrived at Muara Siberut.
We finally made it to Siberut and it has been a very, very long journey. But now we're here and we're gonna meet with Onchi, who should be waiting for us out here. Put your
head down.
Yeah, head down. I have no idea where he is. Hey bro, good to see you again. Bro, ini panas sekali. Panas. Now we're gonna go and get supplies. We are a little bit behind schedule, I think. And guys, for this trip, I'm actually traveling together with 2 other foreigners. This is Mai and Alex from France. They live in Lombok and have been in Indonesia for quite some time. Let's get to it. And I wish I could have brought Turanga here, but it was simply too complicated. So guys, as you can see here, oi, woo, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of rain this afternoon. So now we're going inside the small village here to find a house where we can discuss what we do next. Should we stay here a night? Should we continue today? We'll find out soon. A lot of locals that are very excited to see us. Hello guys! Hello! Hello! Oh! We've made it. Time to figure out what we should do because that doesn't look good. So coming to Mentawai is apparently not supposed to be easy because, as you can see, it's raining a lot. And that means that we cannot take the boat up the river because apparently the engine can't handle it. It seems that we will have to stay here for tonight and then tomorrow morning we can continue up into the jungle. Yep.
But as we unpacked our things, I came to an unfortunate realization that I didn't exactly feel like sharing on camera until the following morning. So we set up our mosquito nets and tucked in for a noisy night.
Good morning guys, it is 7 o'clock here at Siberut Island. I've slept honestly fantastic here in this small huts. We were woken up around 5 o'clock, 4:30 of the dogs barking, so that's a good alarm clock. So there's one big problem with this trip that I haven't realized until last night, and that is I have forgotten one very important thing, the bag with all my clothes. What I'm wearing right now, a pair of shorts and one shirt. That's all I have. Yeah guys, pro tip, if you're going on a 6-day trip, bring clothes for 6 days. This is the most stupid mistake I've made in a long time. Anyway, now it's time to get some breakfast. We're having some homemade pancakes, then we're gonna pack up our stuff and then we're gonna head to the river where we're gonna be sailing up for around 1 hour until we get to the small tribe that we will be visiting these days. So let's get to it. It's gonna be another beautiful day here in Indonesia. See you guys. Sampai jumpa. Sampai jumpa. Guys, the adventure has begun. It's so cool. This is no doubt the smallest boat I've ever sat in. Look how close we are to the water.
Halo Ita.
Oi. Oh, listen how quiet it is here. Well, at least for a while. Honestly, I have been dreaming about adventures like this. Going up a river, on a riverboat deep into the jungle. And now I'm doing it. We have arrived here at Unshi's father's house, Pa Aman, and it is incredibly hot. It is so humid, and if you're sitting down, standing up, it doesn't matter, you're just pouring sweat. So it's 11 o'clock now, and the plan is that we are gonna have some nasi goreng here for lunch. Our chef is cooking it and Unshi is helping, and then this afternoon we're gonna go out into the jungle and we're gonna find some special trees that they use to make their traditional clothing with. And I think the plan is that Alex and I are gonna wear it. And there's absolutely no signal here. There's no noises besides the birds and the insects. And we just asked Unshi, like, how far is it to the nearest house? And he said, oh, it's quite close, it's like 3 hours. And the reason why there is no houses like near to each other, he says, it's because then they will know if there comes a boar or a deer in this area of Pa Aman's house, that is his animal and that he's free to kill it. Because if the houses are too close, they don't know who owns which boar. Welcome to the jungle, guys. This is how the Mentawai people live.
The houses here is different from anything I've ever seen before. Decorated with boar and with monkey skulls, and everything is built with wood, coming free from the nature. The house is very open, with a fire pit in the middle, and here we will also be sleeping on the floor. And as they don't have pictures, they remember the ones who passed by marking their feet on the wall and dots to remember the month. This wall is today showing the prints of Unshi's grandfather and his mother. Unshi's father, the shaman, Pa Aman Bauna, isn't exactly sure of his age, but he thinks he's 51, and Bauna means second, which is the second name any shaman will take if the first wife has passed. Then our captain, Teo Pitri, his son, and Ginjait is then back, so we can all sit down to have lunch together.
Hello guys.
Halo guys.
Apa kabar?
Hey.
Ginjait has lost his father, which was Aman Bauna's older brother, so Ginjait now lives here with his uncle.
Mananam bu? Mananam?
Mana?
Mananam.
Kalau Mentawai siloloinan, namanya siloloinan udang dari sungai. Diambilnya pakai tangguk, with net. Dan makan udang, makan sagu setiap hari. Kalau sagu setiap hari, kalau udang sometime. Tidak setiap hari, seperti like 3 hari sekali, 2 hari sekali. Udang. Kalau hanya sagu, dia tidak ada rasa. So they mix between sagu and maybe fish, maybe shrimp, maybe worms. That is every day. Mentawai food.
Free.
Okay.
So as we set out to explore, Ibu Sitak, Aman Bauna's aunt, stays home preparing to craft a handmade wooden backpack.
So we are now on our way through the jungle to see if we can find the tree that we need to make the clothes. Because since I didn't bring any clothes, we're just gonna make some. Great idea. Yeah. I went the wrong way again. These places in the jungle, it all looks the same. And a really pro tip, when you come out here and you want to go into the jungle, wear long pants. Because there's a lot of things here that has small, tiny spikes on it. And it is so hot, you have no idea. The Mentawai people they use pretty much anything they can here from within the forest. They kill the animals, eat the animals, they cut down some of the trees and use that for making small baskets. They use it to make their traditional clothing, eating it, pretty much anything. And they do their best to take care of the forest while doing so.
So who was joking about the monkey style?
This is so cool. And we found the tree with the traditional clothing. The clothes for Chris. Oh, there we go. So the reason why we went this far to find this tree is because we've already found a lot of ones that were bigger, but there's no need to take a big one if we only need a small one. That's basically how they think.
And for dinner they slaughtered 2 chickens for us. But instead of plucking the feathers, they put it straight over the fire. And this makes the taste a bit like the smell of burning feathers. There are no oven, no fancy cooking tools, just the fire, bowls and machetes. It was raw and simple. Another great day in the jungle life, feeling as if I was living in a life from the past. That morning I got up early, and someone was very happy to see that I was an early bird as well.
Selamat pagi.
The breakfast was the same every day. Banana pancakes with chocolate sauce, and it was delicious.
Mananam.
But even though we had plenty of pancakes, there was still room for some sagu and seafood.
Tele.
Tele.
Mentawai tele. In English, frog. Tastes like chicken. So mentawai we don't have time to eat. When you feel hungry, you can eat. No lunch, no dinner, no breakfast. Right now, after eat, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. Even we have food, we can eat again.
It's day 3 now with the same clothes. Sedikit smell of gajah, but I'm sure it'll be worse later on. Anyway, the plan is now that we're gonna go out into the jungle. We're gonna collect some materials they use to make poison for their arrows for when they go hunting.
Kalau dengan poison, monkey, deer, babi hutan. Tapi kalau burung lain namanya.
Uy. There's no one else here but us. This is a true... Oh, that was close. This is a real jungle adventure. Tusenbein. In my language, Tusenbein means 1,000 legs. Wow, it's so big.
Mentawai komet chawa.
Komechawa. So big. You want to go on my back?
No, it's okay.
And this, guys, is why it's a good idea to wear high boots. When Onchi first told me that I had to buy these high boots, I thought, nah, I'll just use my flip-flops. But nah, definitely want to use big boots for this kind of trip.
Ganteng
Kiri.
Yeah.
Cuman di hutan 2 kita ambil. Dagi, tuba, sabe di rumah. Baglau di rumah. Nah, sekarang balik kita di rumah.
Okay.
Bikin poison.
Pedas ya, Pak?
Pedas.
So in Bahasa Mentawai, if it's spicy here, normally in Bahasa Indonesia it's called pedas, but here it's called masecet. Learning so many new words. Masecet, spicy. Mananam, enak, delicious. If Alex try, then I have to try as well. But mine is red and black, so I think more spicy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold the gift.
Oh.
That is no doubt the most spicy chili I've ever tasted. Peren.
Pepe.
Pepe.
Peren.
Peren.
Matainu.
Watainu.
Comechararo.
Comechararo.
Taise cicin.
Taisi cicin.
Mix together, you can try.
Oh yeah? Try the poison, yeah?
Apa? Press.
Yeah?
Drink.
Oh yeah? And then... This is a poison.
Oh, but Aman just told me that sometimes if there's crazy people, they will dip their finger or their hand in the poison and then hit other people if they want to make a fight. But if they do that in someone else's face, they can die from it.
Go kill, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright guys, this afternoon we are on our way to the river because we're gonna see how they fish. So right now I'm wearing inside of my pants their traditional clothing. I imagine this is how it feels like for a girl to be wearing a thong up between the butt cheeks, and yeah, in a sense quite comfortable, a little bit tight on the sack, I gotta say that. And in regards to the clothing situation, going rather good, except that I tried to dry the shirt here over the fire. So now it is still wet, but now I smell like bonfire as well. So yeah, part of the journey.
Nih, sino itu? Nah.
Bagus.
Bagus. Bola cicak kuat kanak cak kuat ni.
Amoy, amoy, amoy.
So they like to just chat here while they fish. They're asking each other like, here there's no fish, there's fish. And then they really wanted some cigarettes. So Alex and Mia gave them some cigarettes. Seeing how happy Bai Bauna and Ibu Sitag are, it makes me wonder if sometimes living a more simple life is the thing that's gonna make us the most happy. Luckily, the river was right next door, because it was time for a shower and laundry again. And I then sat down with Amount Bauna to learn more about the island life through his eyes, as I asked him why he had never moved to a bigger city outside the island.
Tidak bagus di sana, di Jakarta, Padang, beli makanan, semuanya, pergi pipis, 20,000. Tak meru. Kalau di sini tidak ada. Memang kita mau tinggal di sana, Padang, Bukit Tinggi. Tapi 2 hari pun kita, 3 hari, kalau tidak ada ini, bagaimana? Kehidupan kita di sini banyak. Makanan pokok kita di sini banyak. Sagu, ladi, pisang, ubi, apa yang kita cari ada. Kalau kita tinggal di sini, sedikit pun uang kita ya tidak cepat habis. Kalau menurut saya lebih bagus di Mentawai. Turis, guide ya, masuk dapat duit sedikit, Siberut, beli beras, beli gula. Tapi kalau orang tidak datang, itu makanya susah sedikit.
This morning we are taking the boat up to the next tribe. We've already been here for 2 nights now, and we're gonna stay another 2 nights in a more remote tribe. It is very hot this morning. It's been raining all night, so there's mud everywhere. Time to get on the boat.
Even though the rain from last night was gonna make our hike today even more muddy, it was actually to our luck, because without it the river water would have been too low to sail on and we would have had to walk an additional 3 to 4 hours. As it was day 4 without any signal, I used my satellite GPS to tell my family in Denmark that everything was okay. And 1.5 hours later, we had arrived at something I wasn't expecting to see out here.
And that's it, guys. We started walking from here. Wow, this is no easy path, guys. Holy shit. This is, I think, the closest thing we've seen to a city yet. Look, it's a small city. So cool. Kampung Kulu Kulu Kubuk. Kampung Kulu Kubuk.
Ambu-ambu, goriga, tabat.
Awita.
Ini 25, ini 25. 25. Makanya.
And for the first time in 4 days, we got es teh dingin.
Ini foto. Ini foto aku. 2 10
10, 60.
20.
Okay. Masura Bagata.
Sudah bahasa. Maeru.
Maero. Kipa Sosoa.
Kita sesuatu hollow.
Chris.
Kiri.
Chris. Tolkor. Patolkor.
Toiko.
Tolkor. Chris. Maero. The shaman doesn't live here in this village. He lives inside of the jungle. And when he come here to the village, then he has to wear a shirt. Now he just take it off so we can see his tattoo. Banyak tattoo ya? What is it called? Nanti. Yeah. He doesn't speak Bahasa Indonesia. He doesn't speak Indonesian. He only speaks Bahasa Mentawai, the Mentawai language. Umur berapa, Pak?
No.
He says he doesn't know exactly how old he is, but between 50 and 60, yeah? Pak Tolkor? Masura Bagata? Sehat selalu. Can you translate?
Meru.
Maero.
Kalau maroteu.
Yeah.
Good.
Good. Okay. Siap.
Itu aja guys lagunya Mentawai. Terima kasih.
Oh, Masura Bagata. So now we taking a break. Rokok dulu. Ibu just asked me if European people can also die. Can. Oh guys, there's a new video tonight at 5 o'clock, Bengkulu. By the time you watch this, it'll already be online. But I'm here in the jungle trying to remind you guys to watch the video for tonight.
Where
watch it.
Where we are now?
Now? Yeah. We're in the jungle, baby.
Yes, baby. Okay.
As Chef and I were a bit in front of the others, he suggested we climb down the slope instead of walking.
This is some steep shit.
Pelan-pelan ya.
Okay. Uh-huh. Not this, yeah. Okay. 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 Holy shit. Yeah. Down here. Sudah? Woohoo! We made it. Wow, it's been a long day. Very wet, very tired. My boots are filled with water, and I believe my camera is quite wet by now. I just dropped this one in the river just before, but here we are. Wow. Nice. Wow, that's a big house. And we got plenty of pigs living underneath the house, I see. And chickens. Wow, it smells like farm. Ah, and we have the river right down there. Oh, that's nice. Time to shower. Hey, ¿qué pasó, Soa?
Mata ko.
Mata ko.
Mata ko.
Ah.
Aleuita.
Yeah, Aleuita.
Aleuita. Nama?
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, amat tople.
Tople.
Amat tople atabay.
Tabay.
Ya,
Saya senang sekali ketemu Anda.
senang.
Yeah, senang.
Oh,
Yeah.
Amantople is also a shaman, like Aman Bauna, but of the area Atabay. He tells me he's 70 years old, but Onchi thinks he's more around like 50. And together with his wife Bai Tople, they have 10 children. Mentawai people, they cannot get divorced. It's impossible. And because once they say yes, it's a man's obligation to provide for his wife. No one from Amantople's family has ever been outside the island, and they don't go to school. The family's currency walks, eats, and sleeps right below us. Because out here, they rarely use cash, but instead they buy things with pigs. Amantople will soon build a new house, as the current one is worn down, and this is gonna set him back around 100 pigs.
So guys, we made it out here to Amatople's house in the middle of the jungle. It has been a crazy hike today, and it is so far deep in the jungle. I've never been this deep in before. Actually, the funny thing is he didn't even know that we were coming, because Unchi couldn't even tell him by like text or email or anything like that. So we just showed up today, and luckily he was happy that we arrived, because it's actually the first time in 3 years he's seen any bullets out here. There hasn't been any tours because of the pandemic. So him and his family are very happy that we're here. So now we have a very nice river here just behind me, and I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna shower.
Everything was just what I had hoped for. In the evening we all sat down together. Mai shared some pictures from home, and Onji and Aman, they were very happy to see each other again. It was just good times. Good morning, guys. That was the first night here at the small village in the jungle. Got woken up a lot of times during the night because the pigs are literally right below me. And in the morning, the big rooster sits right on that corner and wakes everyone up. Now it's time for some coffee, and then it's time to explore this area and learn a bit more about this tribe and this family. Let's do it.
Maybe it's too glam.
Masuk ni takom. Sena.
Taroy.
So this morning, guys, we're going out for a bit of a special quest because we're going to be looking for the small worms that they eat here. And we can either choose to eat them alive or to eat them cooked. But I do not know if I have the guts to eat it alive. We'll find out. Still wet. Still wet. Hopefully it will dry in the sun, but I doubt it. Mita.
Mita.
It's actually the first time in a very, very long time where I felt this relaxed. Imagine being out in a place where you have zero connection on your phone for almost a full week. I can say that everyone watching this video will check their phone at least 10 times a day. But out here, there's no need to, no reason to. I have to say, I'm a big fan.
But first, Amantopoulos showed us the place where they make the sagu, the dry stick that they eat for breakfast. They chop it from the sago tree, then mix the small pieces with water, which is then dried in the canoe and can then be cooked. It was then time for something I had been dreading a bit: eating worms.
Camera. You want to eat it? Pick up this one?
Yeah.
No.
C'est bon? Your turn, Chris.
But he took off the head, yeah?
Yeah, you took off the head.
Is it moving?
No, not moving.
Okay. Give me 1 second, yeah?
Don't make your pressure go directly like that.
Hey, fuck.
Mananam.
Mananam, yeah?
Mananam. Masulin. Mananam.
Ay, fuck, I get it.
You can stop, Chris.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah. Cook him.
Yes. Tastes like pancakes.
Yeah, maybe not.
Was it okay?
Is it okay?
Mananam.
Good job. You know, guys, she made that look really easy. Actually, the reason why I was waiting so much, dragging it out, is because I was doing it for the video, you know? Actually, it was not difficult for me at all. That is one of the single most weirdest experience I've ever had. The most weird part of it for me was that when you take it in your hands, it's still moving, you know? You can feel it in your fingers. And it's all like soft, jelly-ish. You put it in your mouth, you chew it. It has a bit of a heart outside and then all soft on the inside. I just chewed it 3 times and then swallow it. But yeah, kind of sweet taste, but not something I feel like I could do every day.
We then took a small break, where I learned that we weren't the only ones eating sagu. Both the chickens and the pigs eat the sago tree, which we would go and find in the afternoon. And it was also here they charged the kids' handphones, which they use for games. Charged with a motorcycle battery they would later carry back to the port to recharge. And after the worm buffet, I was happy to learn that Amantopoulos is a phenomenal bartender, so he fixed a refreshing drink for us to flush down the taste of worms I still had in my mouth. And for our drink, Amantopoulos provided a live performance as well.
Iya alaka bacho kere yele kepu le shakina si chango turi bu shaki yele kuricho tagara kuricho tabele yele
Di chole makala di chocha share uwe le ba chole mama nang ba cho kere le.
So now Chef Tepa have cooked the worms. Actually, they don't taste that bad. What do you cook it in?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Only put in the fire, yeah.
Ah, only put in the fire, but I'm telling you, it tastes very different. Tastes a little bit like sausage.
Chris.
In the afternoon, we shared stories and I showed some pictures of my family from Denmark.
Maunus. Papa, mama.
Istri, Koni.
Koni. Alewita, Dada, Elvira, dan Nola.
Yeah. So this afternoon we're out in the jungle again because we wanted to see how it looks like for a sago tree when it's cut down. And basically what they do is this: cut down this big tree, then they chop it up. They will usually have a supply for 3 months after processing the sago, yeah? What they have done here is this tree is so big, so they leave some of it out here. Some of this has gone bad, and basically what we'll do with this is give to the pigs, because the pigs, they love to eat sago. And that's why we're making this fence now in front of the rest of the sago tree, so the pigs will eat the sago at the house and not out here straight from the tree. I asked Ama Tople if I could buy a pig from him, because I thought that's one way to support the village, if I buy it and we eat it together. So right now we're on our way back into the jungle to find a pig. Then Ama Tople will slaughter it, and then we will all share it together for dinner. A medium-sized pig is gonna cost me 500,000 rupiah, and then they will of course cook it for us. So let's get ready for a feast tonight. It's really with mixed feelings that I'm buying this pig, because it's bringing food for the family and for us tonight. And Aman Tople is happy to sell it, but at the same time it's really weird watching the pig scream like that and seeing the mother right next to it. Of course not happy that we took its baby, but at the same time that is how the world works.
Before slaughtering the pig, Aman Tople does a ritual where he says thank you and I'm sorry to the pig. The original belief of the Mentawai people is called Arat Sabulungan. It is a belief focused around the balance between nature and humans. Humans should treat the nature and everything in it like they treat themselves. They also believe in the supernatural, like spirits. But it's only the shamans who can still hear and communicate with the family members who have already passed away.
Now all the meat have been cooked, boiled in the water, and now they're separating. It looks like we will be eating pretty much all the parts of the pig. Aman Tople, mananam.
Mananam.
Let's try that. Banana.
Banana.
Banana. it's our last day. It's time to go home, and it's going to be a wet day. Saya senang sekali ketemu sama Toplet.
Di sini.
Sini.
Ya. Aku si Lewara. Mas senang Lewara aku. Mas Surabakata.
Simakere. Mas Surabakata. You don't give hug here, yeah?
You can hop.
Yeah?
Ah?
Ah. Mas Surabakata.
Iya.
Bye, Toplet. Okay. Time to go.
Saying goodbye to good people is always the hardest part of this journey for me. But on this boat ride back, I'm truly happy and grateful.
So this afternoon, I'm doing something that I've wanted to try for a very long time. Ever since I first saw it on an adventure program on TV. Today I'm getting a old school tattoo with stick, and the ink is made from coconuts, and we then have a small needle, and he's basically just pounding on a stick that moves the needle into the skin. Spaghetti. So it hurts, yeah, but actually it doesn't hurt as much as getting a regular tattoo with a machine. So yeah, part of the Mentawai adventure.
Mentawai tattoos are considered the oldest tattoos in the world, predating the Egyptian tattoos that existed in 1300 BC. As Onchi tells me, the tattoos for the Mentawai people are the internal clothes that they will wear even when we die. We clean it with a special plant to avoid infection. And my tattoo is the rattan, the branch they use for almost everything here. The tattoo, or titi as they call it here, will serve as a reminder to me about the importance of balance and simplicity, just like the life in Mentawai.
So guys, as we say here in Mentawai, Simai Sege means good morning. It is the last day here, and I really don't want to go home. We've had so many good days here, and I'm really gonna miss just waking up, just only being able to hear the animals in the forest, the sounds of the forest here, and just watching as the sun rises. It really is something special to come out here, and I hope that some of you, when watching this video, will want to come out here and visit Aman, Amantople, Onchi, Chef, Bai, because they really are special. Bye.
And before saying our goodbyes, I promised Aman to bring him a few things next time I come back.
Spaghetti, kaku, ala, ale, kesini.
Ya. Surabakata, Unoni, Ale, Jenet.
Gong.
Bakalipogi.
Ya, Bakalipogi. Ya.
Ini. Anek pele maeru kalipogi daripada gong.
Ya.
Gong mapenting.
Gong mapenting.
Ya. Tapi gung. Gabak semua.
Ta.
Ta.
Gong.
Ya.
And now guys, I think there's only one thing left to say, and that is Koda kasi Mentawai. Come to Mentawai, guys. So hopefully I can teach him a bit of Indonesian when he gets here.
I had told Magnus a driver would just pick him up and bring him to the hotel, so I could surprise him at the airport.
He's finally here. Time to go to the hotel. Hey dude!
Hey GoPro, take a video.
That's good.
We then checked into the Grand Mercury Hotel in Medan, and I equipped Magnus with his own GoPro he could use during our trip.
Selam, Kamal. Så er vi landet på hotellet. Room tour. This is how it looks. I have to remember to speak English. I am told it's called La Locum.
Morning guys, so it is our first day of Magnus' vacation here. Now we're just having some breakfast here at the pool, and then in 1 or 2 hours then we're gonna go and pick up Magnus' motorcycle, and hopefully he'll like it. What are you eating?
I don't know. Salat.
Er det lækkert?
Ender.
Hey. Yes, fyr den bare af. Hey! Oh, it sounds good. Again? So it's been nearly impossible for me to find a proper motorcycle to rent here in Medan. But luckily, I found the Harley-Davidson store here, the Sumatra Motor, and they helped me out. And we eventually found the Himalayan. And now, our adventure can begin. Let's go. Well, you made it. Hello, guys. Nice. Okay, guys, we are here at Haslamet. We're gonna get some gorengan. Are you hungry? Yeah. Magnus is still a bit camera shy. He's still getting used to being filmed. So, yeah. What about boy?
Yeah.
Can you eat spicy food?
In Denmark I can. Yesterday we had food and it was spicy. So I was struggling.
Dia makan satu cabai rawit and he was like,
Sama-sama.
we have some cucumber, we have some fried bebek, some fried duck, and then we have 1 sambal, 2 sambal. We'll see which one is more spicy. And ini is teh manis.
It's the manis.
It means cold iced tea.
Ah, that's what it means, cool. Cheers, it's the manis.
Tos.
Tos.
Yeah, skål. In Denmark, we never eat with our hands. I think we're gonna start with the bebek original because this has no chili, so you can taste the duck first. Taste it.
Man går away.
Yeah. No, skål.
Skål. Cheers.
Fuck, det smager godt. Time to try the sambal.
Hvad er det?
Det er chili sauce. Så ligesom laver det sådan en trekant. Ja. Døber det ris, eller i sambalen. Ja. Det er egentlig. Skal du ikke lide? Prøv den her. Ini lebih pedas.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Jeg kan lige spise med hænderne.
Ja, det skal vi lige vente. Ja. No. Okay, next. Ini bebek goreng dengan sambal hijau.
Oh. In Denmark, we use forks.
That's why. Enak ya?
Enak. Not enak. Enak.
Enak.
Cucu enak banget.
Time to try another Indonesian favorite, bebek bakar.
Hvad er traditionen i forhold til at sutte sine fingre, når man spiser mad med andre?
Det gør man bare. The best thing about this place is that the duck is not dry at all. It's like really juicy, and it's super tasty.
And when you're done eating, like a soup you can drink. No. I'm sweating. It's so hot in here.
Du tager lidt af det der sammen med.
Nej, det skal jeg ikke.
Jo. Det er også tomater. Nej. Jo. Nej. Very spicy.
Then we have orange and papaya juice, orange and coconut juice.
Good.
Switch. I actually prefer this one.
This is great.
Last item on the menu, guys. This one is kind of like a fruit salad, I think. And Magnus's is with durian.
The green one?
Yeah, with spikes. Det er den der, hvis du efterlader den i hotelværelset lang tid, så lugter det af helvede til.
Ja, okay. Nej.
De er ikke super.
Yeah, this is not for me.
This one tastes a lot like durian. You will need to love durian for this dessert, I think. Personally, I'm not a big fan of durian, so... So that was it. Honestly, we had a fantastic meal here at Hansen. How was it?
Du har been done.
Only 2 stars.
No.
How many stars? Lima. We are finally out of the city and the roads are getting a bit better now. We got 39 kilometers, around 1 hour left. It's been going rather smooth, but it is a seriously hot day on the road today. Magnus is doing a really good job. Really good job.
Move. So Kristian was getting tired, so he needed a rest. So we stopped here on the side of the road. It's palm leaves. What is it?
Sawit.
Sawit.
Sawit. Palm oil trees.
It's beautiful. I like it.
Brems. Alright guys, so we have met our guide here who's been waiting for us all day. We have now reached Bukit Lawang and he will be escorting us to the place called Eco Lodge. Så tror jeg, at vi skal ud og køre noget off-road for at komme ud til det der Eco Lodge. Normally, dude, when you're riding on something like this, you will be taking some air out of your tires. The current pressure in our tires is set for road, so that's why here it's gonna be a bit slippery. Hello. Ja, hans dæktryk er nok også 15 psi. Vores de er 27-30. Her der kører du altså godt nok forsigtigt, dude. Juhu. Ui. Og nu skal vi også ind over bro. Det bliver grineren. One by one, ja? Okay. Cepat atau pelan-pelan? Okay. Her, dude, der skal du køre nogenlunde stille og roligt. Altså, så længe... Du skal ikke køre sådan der. Fuck, det er svært, dude. Er du sindssyg, mand? Øj, pas på, dude. For satan, det var ikke nemt. Giv den lidt fart. Øj. Er du sindssyg? Jeg var også ved at skide i bukserne, mand. Ej, jeg var godt nok nervøs over, at du skulle over der. Ja, jeg så det godt. Det så godt nok... Fuck, det er nice, det. Ja, det er jeg glad for, at du lige sagde. Og en stor gren og sten. Øj! Du sindssygt, du har taget på. Ja. Fortsæt. Skal du have hjælp?
Ja.
Nej. Okay. Ja, går den nas?
Nej, det er okay.
Oj. Træk. Kan de godt se herovre? Yes. Godt arbejde, dude. Så nice. Fuck, du søder. Ja, det forstår jeg godt. Yes, vi kører det. Og pigtosegnet. Ja, nu kører du bare stille og roligt. Godt arbejde, dude. Oj. Jeg er stadig glad der. Rigtig glad. Vi skal lige have dem heroppe og stå. De mig? Se. Time to unpack and check out the room. Good job, dude. Jeg skulle ikke regne med, at du ville klare den, men det klarede du altså. Lad ikke glemme. Hey, det er godt arbejde. Dude, first crash.
First crash.
We then checked into our jungle bungalow. It was a bit small, but basically had everything we needed. A European toilet, fans, and much needed mosquito nets. And it was then time for makan siang. Alright guys, we've now checked in. The room looks really nice, and now we've gone up to the Eco Lodge restaurant, the Eco restaurant. And it looks bloody good. We got some nasi goreng kampung, we got some soto medan, we got some tempe goreng, satay, mee goreng. We tried to order as much as possible so that Magnus can get the full flavor of Indonesia. And what do you say? Looks good, dude?
Looks good.
And they just told us that they use no palm oil products, they don't use MSG, so they're really trying to, make a difference here. I like that.
It's organic.
It's organic, baby.
From the farm, right over there.
What's the verdict, dude?
Inaksakali.
We went back to the room to chill a bit, but it sounded like someone was throwing rocks on our roof, and we quickly realized just why.
Go on, dude.
Are you going crazy?
Der er mange, mand. Den der sprang altså langt. Er du sindssyg, mand? Pas på, den ikke nupper din telefon, dude.
By nighttime, I realized that Magnus was not used to seeing rain like this in Denmark.
This is great. Look at this, guys. This is seriously awesome.
Good morning, guys. It is our first day here at the Eco Lodge. Morning, dude. Now we're gonna go up and get some breakfast. The plan is that we're gonna go out and see the orangutans today. Let's go get some breakfast.
It was then time for us to go on search for the orangutans.
So Magnus doesn't exactly have hiking equipment, so he has to wear his white sneakers and shorts, but hopefully it'll be all right. Baggy.
Coffee time?
Hiking time.
Hiking time.
And this is our guide for today. Idris, hey bro.
Hai, apa kabar?
Thank you, Idris.
Ready? Mosquito repellent.
She don't like bite you because of your tattoo there.
Yeah,
she don't like.
They don't like to
You don't like tattoo?
Yeah, because
Bagus.
yeah, that's true.
Perfect.
Selamat datang di Gunung Leuser National Park, Pukilawan.
So the first part of the trip here, we're walking through a large rubber plantation. It's fun also because Magnus hasn't seen this before. You can start harvesting these rubber trees after 6 years. And if you don't cut them too deep, you can keep doing that for a lot of years. The pricing now is around 11,000 rupiah per kilo when they sell it in the market. But it used to be almost 20,000 rupiah. That must be tough for the Indonesian farmers.
I saw this on Facebook like a week ago. I was like, crazy. That looks nice.
Now you've seen it in real life.
But after they collect it, what do they do with it?
After they collect from the cup to other cup, they put it in the small box in the soil, like the other square in the box, and then on Friday they sell into the market.
Okay.
Every Thursday they just collect all the rubber. Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling, dude? Hot, yeah? Ah, nice. So guys, the Gunung Leuser National Park that we are walking in today is actually one of the most famous national parks here in Sumatra. I would even say probably in Indonesia. And if you haven't seen already, there's a new program on Netflix with Obama talking about some of the most beautiful places in the world. And there's an episode right here from Gunung Leuser. So if you want to see a more professional version of this place, you can catch it on Netflix. So this is the border right here, yeah?
Yeah.
So now we're officially walking into Ada.
Entering gates.
Welcome to Gunung Leuser National Park. Wah, lihat ini guys. Ini seperti macet di Jakarta ya. Oh. We haven't found any orangutans yet, but we're still looking. I only found one orangutan.
Oh, you have seen Planet Apes?
It has been raining last night, so when it's raining, the orangutans, they sit up on top of the trees and they hide a bit, and they are trying to dry. And there's so many mosquitoes here, so if you come here, bring mosquito repellent.
Mosquito?
Yes. Alright, we got good news, guys. So, because the sun is coming out now, the orangutans is coming out to dry their hair, and Idris, he already found some. So, now we're gonna go and see them. Oh, jalan tikus. We found it, guys. Selamat datang.
Orang-utan means man of the forest, and the Sumatran orangutan only exists here on the island of Sumatra. There are believed to be less than 14,000 Sumatran orangutans left, so they are a critically endangered species. And did you know that they share 97% of their DNA with humans? They are highly intelligent creatures, even more so than some of the tourists who visit this place, because one tourist was walking around with his backpack open, full of snacks and drinks. So with its up to 2 meter long legs, it quickly grabbed the backpack and found a delicious treat inside. This is why it's important to keep a good distance to the orangutans, both because we can infect them with diseases and because an orangutan can be dangerous if it feels threatened. An adult male is 4 times stronger than a human. Luckily, the orangutans knows the concept of a trade, so the rangers show them that they are interested in trading the Coca-Cola for the bananas. So if you come here, please remember to follow the ranger's guidelines and respect the orangutans, because after all, we are just guests visiting its home. And as we moved on, we got lucky and spotted a male drying in the sun.
So how old is this tree?
Around 150 years this one. It is from the ring of the tree. But the other one, the biggest one than this, it is around 300 years old.
Wow. 300 years old, eh?
It's like Tarzan.
Wow.
You try to buy here, it's not.
Wow, that is the biggest ant I've ever seen. It's big.
Shock.
No, that's not hard.
Yeah, it didn't hurt, but I got shocked.
Is that a bite? Bite by the male, by male. What? The big end.
By male end?
What? Crazy.
Very painful.
Yeah.
We did not meet the sun bear, we only saw its claws, but luckily we met plenty of other animals.
What is the name of the turtle?
Here we call giant turtle, like the baby, this one.
Giant turtle.
Yeah.
It's cold?
Yeah, it's cold.
Feeding the turtle a banana.
Two monkeys looking at each other. So this is a Thomas leaf monkey. Thomas was the name of the guy who originally found this monkey, and it's called leaf because it eats the young leaves on the trees. And yeah, monkey because it is a monyet.
Monyet, yeah.
Idris.
Yeah.
Itu seperti itu.
Spring roll.
Spring roll.
Spring roll. Spring roll. It's almost like he is as interested in looking at us as we are. Keren ya. Alright, after a seriously hot walk through the jungle, we now made it to the river. Now we're gonna take the tubes down the river back to the Eco Lodge. I honestly could not think of a better way to go back to the hotel than in all my clothes and cold river water. Ready, dude?
I'm ready.
So first part of the tubing tour here is that we pack all of our things together and then we go down the tubes. So now they're just dragging us to the other side and then we're going down this way. Yeah. Luar, Biasa. So this is our ferry. So we were supposed to sit there and then our luggage on each side. Er du klar, du?
Ja.
Ja.
Ja, klar.
Hey!
Walking to jungle, see the animal, walking together in Bukit Lawang.
Louder!
Hiking together, now rafting together. Everything together in Bukit Lawang.
Hey!
Jungle track in Bukit Lawang. See the monkeys, see the birds, see orangutan. Hey! Jungle track in Bukit Lawang. See the monkeys, see the birds, and see orangutan. Hey!
We even get a tour through the local village here as well. Every Saturday, every weekend, the locals, they come here for picnic and for tubing. Hello, man. Halo, Dek.
Halo.
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 Apa kabar?
Sehat.
Alhamdulillah. Oke. Ora apa-apa.
Just open YouTube, is it? What is YouTube?
Kristian Hansen.
Tahu nggak?
Kristian Hansen. Mas Chris, Christmas. Wow, cool. Mimosa, ya?
Mimosa. Yeah.
Have you seen this plant before?
Never. Only in Avatar.
When I still had a friend often play this plant because they are like live, yeah?
Yeah. Well, we are seeing a lot of things today for the first time. And we are back at Eco Lodge.
But our trip still had one more element of surprise.
So what is this, bro? What kind of snake is this? This is my
we
first
call-
time seeing snake in Indonesia.
Sumatran pit viper. Pit viper.
Sumatran pit viper, yeah?
Yeah.
and it's right outside our hotel. Have you ever seen a wild snake before?
No.
Bahaya, yeah?
Bahaya. This poison.
What do you think, dude?
It's crazy.
Right?
Nice.
It's like, what you want? What you want?
And after a long day with a lot of new experiences, someone had gotten tired. The next day our plan was to get on the road, but it was gonna be difficult.
Morning. This morning it rained a lot. The road we have to get to the big roads is seriously dangerous. We have to cross like a bridge, and it's slippery, small, and it swings. Like, I'm seriously nervous about that. Yeah, Kristian promised me that probably not gonna die. Hopefully not. So it's just luck. You can see how much it rained. It's all brown now, the water. There's a lot of more water coming down. Fuck, I'm nervous to drive in this conditions.
I'm a bit as well, but it looks like it's drying up a bit, so yeah, we'll see.
Orang popo.
Next time.
Inception. So it's the day after the hike. How was yesterday?
Yesterday was incredible. It's rare to see all these animals we saw. The hike itself was beautiful. Sometimes challenging. Kristian fell. That was great. Also, highlight, all the time up in the national park, there was no trash anywhere to be seen. So it's clean, it's nice. The people are nice, smiling, welcoming, and the place is great, through and through. Just a great trip. Yeah, awesome, dude.
So instead of taking any unnecessary risks, we decided to take a day off the schedule.
Movie time.
I like it.
I like a lot. Alright guys, we have had a fantastic stay here at the Eco Lodge, and now it's time to move on. So today we're driving to a place called Biasa. So we're going to be going through some mountain passes, some beautiful nature, and we have 2.5 hours, 81 kilometers, so I'm estimating today 4.5 hours. So thank you so much to Eco Lodge.
Magnus, jeg tænker, jeg kører foran.
See you guys. Yeah. Idris. See you, bro.
Okay.
Take care. Thank you so much, for everything. Alright, dude. Are you ready? Husk bagbremsen. Ikke? Du bruger forbremsen, så er du fucked. Alright, guys. Time to go through the mud. Er du med? Kommer lige et lille stykke der bliver lidt svært. Pas på. Ja. Og pas på pigtrådet her. Tag på. See guys. Er du klar? Den her, den bliver ikke nem. Jeg kører videre, dude. This is fun. Good job. And now, there we go. And he's up, ladies and gentlemen. Ui, der røg ned i... Oj! Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Woo. Du glæder, ikke? Ja. Du har ikke ansigtsbind på, tror jeg. Tak på her, du. Er du med? Er du det? Tak du er. here we are.
Fuck, det er nøjeren, mand.
It looks rather harmless, that bridge, but it's gonna be moving a lot. Okay. Held og lykke, dude. Ja, det går rimeligt, det går rimeligt. Væk herovre. Okay, vent lidt, dude. Endnu køre over. Lidt smule. Ikke alt for hurtigt, dude. Kom så, stille og roligt. Du har den, du har den, du har den. Brems, 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 brems. Sådan, mand.
Hvor nice, mand.
Godt arbejde. Så. Made it.
So back on the bikes, and with nothing but fun roads ahead of us, we set our course towards Berastagi.
Alright guys, we found this place called Cirulo Coffee and Resto. So basically, after the stop, we're gonna be continuing through the mountain pass to get to the other side, to Berastagi. But it's 1 o'clock now, so yeah, pretty good time to do a small lunch break. So what do you think, dude, about the views here? Are they better than they are at home?
Yeah, a lot more mountains, definitely. Yeah, so
It's nice, yeah.
It's amazing. I'm looking forward to driving through the mountain pass.
So we have ordered some nasi goreng ayam, some istimanis, some tempe goreng. Now we're just gonna stay here and chill for a bit and just enjoy the views.
Enjoy the views.
Alright.
Nasi goreng.
Selamat makan.
Enak.
Enak, yeah? Alright guys, we are on our way up through the mountain pass, and we're a bit excited to see just how steep these hills are. We had a fantastic lunch here at this little restaurant, and now it's time to go to Berastagi. First gear, dude. Selamat datang Kap Karo. Nu er vi på vej ned ad bjerget igen. Hallo. Øj, prøv at se bjerget. Nej, vi stopper her. Nice, ja? Nice.
There's just something magical about riding here. Overlooking an active volcano on 2 wheels. No worries except for potholes on the road. And riding next to my little brother. It's no doubt the best ride I've ever had.
We are now in Berastagi, and we are staying at a place called Mickey's Holiday Resort. So we got super lucky. They allowed us to park right outside. Otherwise, we would normally have to park on the other side of the the other side of the road. So we got super lucky. So this is a 5-star hotel. I booked that because I thought we would be hell tired when we arrived. So let's go inside, check it out, and hopefully it's nice. And hopefully he calms the fuck down. What a good ride today. Yeah. It's honestly really, really nice. It's only 600,000 per night. The food here was so. But the room is nice. Dude, how was today?
Today was a good day.
Magnus is really good at being video filmed. We are both quite tired. It's been a long day, but was a good day.
It was our last day on the road and time to head back to Medan, which went well besides a bit of back problems and a bit of creative driving.
Du kørte modsat side af vejen.
But I could see where Magnus got his inspiration from, because both buses and lorries here drive like they're playing GTA. Considering how challenging Indonesian traffic can be, Magnus had handled it like an absolute pro.
Stærk, dude. Dude, du har lige fået en level up in trafficking. Trafficking. Det er så ikke lige den rigtige betegnelse, men driving in Medan traffic. And we are back home! Time to unpack and then return Magnus' Royal Enfield. Yesterday someone asked you, what is the name of Magnus' motorcycle? Yeah, Susa? The Undertaker. Because it took you down 3 times?
No. Because it's overhailing and it's undertaking you.
So how was it, dude? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed this motorcycle very much.
If you haven't tried it before, we highly recommend it. It's a good bike. Of course, it doesn't beat Turanga, that's clear, but it's a great motorcycle.
So last and final shout out to Sumatra Motor. Thank you so much, guys, for helping us. Without these guys, we wouldn't have had any motorcycle trip here, so we're very, very happy. Thank you so much. They say that time flies when you're having fun, and it was suddenly time for Magnus to pack again for his 25-hour trip back to Denmark. It had been the perfect vacation and the perfect break for me after many days alone on the road.
Alright guys, it has been an incredible week here in Medan and in Bukit Lawang. Really good vacation. Best. Unfortunately, it is time for Magnus to go back to Denmark and for me to go to Aceh. So he's going to the airport now. I have to continue some editing and then we will see each other again in 200 something days.
Yeah, Christmas time.
Say goodbye, dude.
Terima kasih.
Thank you for watching and
until next time. And don't forget, like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you for watching, guys. That was not easy. I haven't seen him in a very long time. Good morning, guys. It is another beautiful day here in Indonesia, and this morning I am in the West Aceh Regency. I left Meolabo 9 o'clock this morning, and today I will be driving all along the west coast on the US 8 highway all the way towards Banda Aceh. After the tsunami in Aceh in 2004, the American government went in and supported, and they supported with enough funds to build this massive coastal road. So according to my buddy Aaron MV, it's supposed to be a super easy, chill ride, 6th gear all the way to Banda Aceh. So I'm super stoked about that, because yesterday there was a lot of mountain roads. So yeah, let's make our way up the coastline and let's see what we find. it's so difficult to document on camera the feeling you get when you see a view like this, or even just showing you guys the view on video. It's not the same. That's why I urge you guys, when you see some of my videos and you're like, oh, I would love to go there, then do it at some time. Put it down on a list, start saving up for it, whatever, because it's even more amazing to see it with your own two eyes. Let me give you a quick preview here.
I stayed a few nights in an area called Luar at a homestay called Yudi's Place to do some editing. The staff's son Dimas was very interested in my suit, and I tried my best to explain him why I wore just that.
Sama. Juga. Keren ya? Ya.
Ini kereta apa nih?
Wow, it is beautiful here.
And there, some special guests had arrived at the airport.
Alright guys, we are finally starting our tour around Banda Aceh, and now we are here at Masjid Raya Baitur Rahman, the Grand Mosque in Banda Aceh. So before we can enter, we have to take off our shoes. My mother has to wear a scarf, and then we cannot go inside of the mosque, but we can go around it. You can only go inside, they say, if you're a Muslim. So we're just here to see the sights, and everybody is super friendly, super happy, and excited to see us. So let's go inside and check it out.
The Baitur Rahman Grand Mosque is a symbol of religion, culture, spirit, strength, struggle, and nationalism for the Achenese people. It was first built in 1612. Since then it has been attacked by the VOC in 1873, then it was rebuilt, it's been hit by earthquakes and the latest tsunami in 2004. And today the beautiful mosque stands taller and stronger than ever with its 35-meter high minaret. And on this particular Tuesday, we were very lucky to witness as a young couple were getting married in the Grand Mosque.
So guys, what do you think of the mosque here?
It's beautiful, fantastic.
I feel humbled to be here because we're foreigners and we're loud and everybody's smiling. So.
But it's not like you're feeling unwelcome here, right?
Not at all. No. And they were even helping me with the scarf, and they got me a small needle so I could tie it to the neck. I think that was very nice of them.
This is also what I'm trying to show you guys in this video, is that don't be scared to come here to Banda Aceh. Quite the opposite actually. Oh, you guys.
We were off to a great start, meeting nothing but good people all around. So we paid our respects and continued our journey to a place that we will never forget. A place that will take us 17 years back in time to the catastrophe that claimed the lives of more than 227,000 people on December 26, 2004.
It's so nice just to walk around here in Banda Aceh. So we're now walking past the Lapangan Blang Padang Park, and we are on our way to the Tsunami Museum. We are all super excited to see this museum because there's so much history behind it. If for some reason you didn't know, there was a big tsunami here in Banda Aceh in 2004. Killed hundreds of thousands of people, so let's go and learn a bit more about that.
The admission price is only 3,000 rupiah for locals and 10,000 rupiah for foreigners. As we started our guided tour, we went from the golden map of the Aceh province towards the Tsunami Alley, a hallway designed to make you hear and feel how it is to be inside of a big wave. You then continue into the Chamber of Blessing or the Prayer Well with the sign of Allah on top. This is where you can pray for the people who passed on that day, with many of the victims' names written across these walls. A bridge of peace has been built as a sign of light and hope for Aceh to rebuild. Before the tsunami, Aceh had been a conflict area between the Free Aceh movement and the Indonesian Republic for almost 30 years. But 8 months after the tsunami, a memorandum of understanding was signed in Finland, and there could once again be peace in Aceh. On top of us, we see all the countries who helped Indonesia during the tsunami disaster. One of the staff of the museum learned that the name of my mother's husband is John, so she asked if she could take a picture with John, because during the tsunami she had lost a family member, also named John. Even though we really enjoyed taking a ton of pictures with the other visitors, I could easily tell that this part of the history was affecting my mother and John. Being inside the museum and hearing the stories from some of the people who had lost family on that very day, it breaks your heart just a little bit. The thing that shocked my mother and John the most was how little they had actually heard about the impact this had had on Indonesia versus Thailand. Because back then the focus of the Danish media was on Thailand, as 46 Danish people had lost their lives. But why hadn't we heard more about Indonesia, now knowing that the souls lost in Indonesia were 20 times more than in Thailand? At 7:58, the magnitude 9.1 earthquake happened, and as the water started drawing back, many people were still busy picking up fish from the bottom, without knowing that 12-meter-high waves were only 15 minutes away. Our tour guide Latifa agreed to share her own story with us from that Sunday morning in Banda Aceh.
A new videotape from Indonesia for the first time shows the devastating tsunami as it barreled through Aceh province 2 weeks ago.
When tsunami 2004, so I still at the house. I'm 14 years old at the time, and I watched a video in the television, a cartoon, and 2 minutes before 8 o'clock, the earthquake happens. And at the time, we were panicked. My mom and I and our family were panicked, and after that, we go out from our house because we afraid our house will collapse because of the earthquake. And the earthquake really, the shaking were really kuat, sangat kuat. So that's why we were really panicked. And my brother went to the main street, and he said he saw many people run from the beach. And he also heard from the people, they said run, run, run. And they thought that the wave coming, but they didn't say tsunami, just say the wave coming. And my mother suddenly remember, grandmother said to my mom, in the past there was Ibana. Ibana means the wave. But at that time, my mother thought it's just a fairy tale, it's just a tale. But when tsunami happened, my mother said, oh, it's not a fairy tale. That's why we suddenly going to the higher place. At that time, the higher place is in the airport in Banda Aceh. And we also forgot to lock our house. And I also forgot to use my sandals because we were really panicked at the time. And we go by motorbike. So actually, the motorbike also two people can ride the motorbike. But at the time, we ride the bike 5 people. I really afraid because the street also crowded of the people, and the accidents also happened at the time. And when we arrived in the airport, we also see many people injured. And after that, we knew what happened in Aceh.
Latifa is without a doubt a very strong woman, and we are grateful she would share her story with us, and now with you. We then set out to find one of the most famous Achenese restaurants so we could try the original Mi Banda Aceh.
So this afternoon, guys, we have gone to one of the most famous restaurants here in Banda Aceh. It's called Mi Rasali, and they are of course famous for their mi. I could see on my mother and John, they were a bit worried about this place because it is a little bit dirty. It doesn't really look like a fancy restaurant, but it has thousands of views on Google. So let's try the mi and see if they like it. Hopefully they will. Are you guys hungry?
Yeah. Yeah, very. We're gonna have some soup and some noodles with shrimps and some noodles with eggs. Yeah. So we're very excited to taste this because the recommendation is very good. With Luar, the Biasa, med
Udder.
Udder.
Prøv lige at fortælle, hvordan det smager. Spicy, ja?
Ja, spicy.
I like it. I like it. I can taste the shrimp. I like it. It's 3 different dishes, but it all tastes the same. It's good.
Very similar.
It's spicy and it's very tasty, but the same.
So if you come to Banda Aceh, guys, of course you have to try this place because it is famous, but do expect the level of service here, I would say, is so-so. The pricing is pretty good. It's quite cheap, but the taste, yeah, it's good, but don't expect a lot of variance in the different dishes because it is a lot of the same, but we can all agree we all like it, right?
Now we are on our way out to visit a special mosque because the mosque we're about to go and see now is one of the only mosques close to the beach that was not completely destroyed during the tsunami in 2004. So the people here in Banda Aceh really believes that this mosque is special. It's kind of like protected because when you watch the aerial photos from the tsunami, it looks crazy, you know. You can see that everything is completely destroyed except for this. So we have to go and visit this special mosque. Yes, let's do it.
Lampung city is located on the western coast of Aceh. Only 500 meters from the ocean lies the beautiful mosque Masjid Rahmatullah. Once again, it has become a famous tourist destination for its beautiful beach. But it took some time for the visitors to come back here after the tsunami took away more than half of the population of Lampung.
It's completely quiet in here. Right?
Very quiet. And there are people praying behind.
Alright guys, we have made it to the inside of the masjid here in Lampung. Actually, some people call it Masjid Turkey also because Turkey has supported this area with rebuilding the mosque, rebuilding the houses after the tsunami. So actually, as we drove into this area, there was a big gate saying something about Turkey, that this village is supported by Turkey, the country. Like we were told yesterday by Latifa at the Tsunami Museum, the waves that hit this area close to Banda Aceh, they were 12 meters high. But if you go a little bit more south, down to the western part of Aceh, down around Meulabo, the waves were 30 meters high. Imagine seeing a wave of 30 meters coming towards you. I can't even.
Turkey have actually supported Indonesia with more than $75 million since the former Turkish president Erdogan visited Banda Aceh shortly after the tsunami had hit. Since then, this area has been called Kampung Turki Lampung. So we headed down to the beach to see how it all looked like today.
Looks nice.
Looks fantastic.
Welcome to paradise.
Ja. Det er lidt noget andet end fedet. Ikke at vi ikke har det godt derhjemme, men det er jo paradis. Og det er det.
This is probably the most beautiful beach I have seen in Sumatra yet. It's absolutely incredible. You got the mountains right next to it. The water is just all blue. And most importantly, my mother and her husband John are loving it. So that makes me happy. So now I think the plan is pretty simple. we're gonna hang out here, drink some coconuts, and just enjoy the view with our amazing driver today. He's been helping us around. Makasih ya.
Ya, sama-sama.
And then tomorrow morning, we're gonna go to Sabang.
We had an incredible time in Banda Aceh, the city of strength, hope, perseverance, and orang baik.
Don't be afraid to come to Banda Aceh. We can learn much about earthquake and tsunami because we live with disaster. And then in Banda Aceh, we prepare about tsunami. And then we also have traditional food and then coffee. If you like coffee, come to Aceh because we already prepared for the next tsunami.
Let's get on the ferry and go to Sabang.
If you want to go to Sabang, there's both the roll-on, roll-off ferry that we took because I was bringing Turanga. It takes about 2 hours, but there's also a fast ferry that only takes 1 hour. And on the Instagram account info.jak.sabang, they always post the daily schedule and pricing. On the Ro-Ro ferry, there's a small shop where you can buy drinks, get snacks, and there's then the general seating area out in the open, so it can be quite hot. But there's also an exclusive room where there's air condition and reclinable seats. And just a few hours later, we had arrived at Way Island, also known as Sabang.
Alrighty guys, we have made it to Sabang. And we are this close to getting to Kilometer. So now I've put my mother and husband John on the taxi. We're going to a place called Casa Nemo, a place that has really good reviews. So I hope it's gonna be nice. Let's go ahead and check it out and let's start exploring Sabang. I cannot believe that I've come this far. Wow. This is island paradise to me. I cannot wait to see the beach. Considering that this is an island, the roads are nice. And look who made it first!
And finally, we got to see one of the things that Sabang is most famous for, its beautiful beaches.
Guys, we have finally arrived here at Casa Nemo and it is just beautiful here. There's so much green here, you know, so it's kind of like we're living in a lush jungle in our own bungalow overlooking the ocean. Let's go and check out the room.
For our stay at Casa Nemo, we had booked a 2-plan family bungalow with a main bedroom on the top floor. It had a rustic open bathroom with a bathtub, and the master bedroom had a double glass door that opened up to an ocean view balcony with a hammock. A perfect little spot for drinking our morning coffee. Since everything was made in wood and is always open, we didn't have an air condition, but we used a fan. And just below I had my big room with air condition, ocean views, and plenty of space for all my 65 kilos of travel gear and editing mess. And it seemed we had arrived to Sabang at the perfect time, because the following morning, all of the island truly came alive as they started preparing the second most important festival in Islam, Eid al-Adha. For Eid al-Adha, also known as the Feast of Sacrifice, a lot of animals are being slaughtered to be sold at the local market, along with a vast selection of fresh fruit and vegetables. A very different kind of market that I've seen in other countries, because all the sellers were politely waiting for us to approach them. No pushy sale tactics or belly di sini, just calm, polite and friendly Indonesians as always.
Siap untuk besok? Eid al-Adha ya?
Hari raya besok.
Apa?
apa?
Sini besok nggak ada.
Nggak ada ya?
Ada.
Hari libur ya?
Ya, makan.
Makan-makan ya, santai dan sholat ya.
I had tried to teach my mother and John how to properly greet Indonesians, because my favorite thing about greetings in Indonesia is the respect and kindness of touching your heart after the greeting. And I was so proud to see how well they were both doing.
Sudah berapa tahun tinggal di sini?
Sabang.
Aha.
Sudah hampir 50.
Senang di sini?
Senang kali di Sabang. Enak kali, damai kali, aman.
Sudah ada banyak turis di Sabang?
Sudah banyak. Udah nampak kembali. Udah ada. Walaupun tak banyak, sudah ada turis kembali. Ya.
Terima kasih banyak.
Sama-sama.
Assalamualaikum.
Sama-sama.
Like most other places, Sabang have really been struggling during the pandemic, as it mainly lives off tourism. And with just over 30,000 people living on the island, it's great to see and hear that more people are once again coming to the island.
So the Eid al-Adha is a celebration of Ibrahim's dedication to Allah's command when he decided to sacrifice his son Ismail. And here during the Eid al-Adha, they're sacrificing a lot of goats, sheep, cows to respect the sacrifice that Ibrahim he made. It is a very busy market here, the main market in Sabang. There are so many people, you can easily tell that everybody just wants to get ready, buy their groceries and go home and get ready for Eid al-Adha tomorrow. Everyone is smiling. Good. Mantap. This is my point, mantap. And I believe that my mother and John is getting quite the experience. You like it, John?
It's something different. It's something different.
Okay.
At the gold store, we met with Balkis, the owner of Casa Nemo, who told us an interesting story about the Achenese marriage traditions.
Are you planning to marry somebody? So this is like a Achenese door. So if you want to marry somebody, either you buy this as a necklace or as a ring. Or it's a sign of opening door. It's the door, so you welcome another person into your life. Yeah, so that's why the symbol is the door.
In the main street of Sabang, there is a famous coffee shop. It's not just famous for its amazing tasting coffee, but for the way this coffee is made. Besides cooling down the coffee, I'm not sure if this artistic coffee making procedure actually makes the coffee taste any better, but it sure looks cool, and it must have taken a long time to learn it, so I respect that. And in case you were wondering, the coffee they make here is amazing. We then met Balki's husband, Gianluca, or should I say David Guetta's twin brother, a Swiss Italian who loves Indonesia just as much as myself. So he took me to the meat market, which according to him I had to see, because it was only there for Eid al-Adha. All different kinds of meats are sold here, and it's a busy day indeed with both kids and adults here, and you can feel the excitement and happiness about the upcoming Eid. I was so happy to see how much Gianluca was paying attention to the locals. As I was busy shooting clips, Gianluca was all over, chatting and catching up with the local community. Had it not been for his European looks, he might as well have been an Indonesian. The market was buzzing, and I noticed an interesting thing. Apparently, Eid al-Adha is not just about eating, it's also about giving back. So some people were deciding to pay a little bit extra on this day as a form of charity, to support the seller who's spending the day making sure that everyone can buy food for their celebration.
And how much did you pay for that small piece of fruit?
2,000, but I paid a Lebaran price.
You
Otherwise,
gave him
they
some
would be
extra.
one. Yeah.
After the market, we made a quick stop at the Sabang Merauke Park in front of the mayor's office. It has a small bridge overlooking the harbor and a Sabang Merauke sign where you can take some good-looking Sabang selfies. We then went back to Casa Nemo because Balkis wanted to show us 2 traditional Achenese houses that was actually set to be destroyed. So Balkis, she bought them and brought them all the way from the mainland to Sabang. She's a fighter and a determined woman indeed. She tells me that it's important we remember and preserve the Achenese culture and history, and hopefully later on the younger generation will do the same.
So tonight we are here at the local fruit market in Sabang because Balkis here from Casa Nemo, where we're staying, she's invited us to come and join her and her family tomorrow for the celebration of Eid al-Adha. Tomorrow we're gonna try and see firsthand how they celebrate it here in Sabang. Happy?
So happy. I just had this sweet passion fruit.
If you ever come to Sabang, Casa Nemo is known to be the place to go on Friday nights. They always have live music, but since it was the day before Eid, the music was a tiny bit different than usual.
Good morning, guys. So now it is 8 o'clock. We're heading down to get some breakfast, some sarapan, where we can sit and enjoy the view over the ocean as well. It is such a nice place here. The atmosphere is so calm, so relaxing. The only thing you can hear is the birds, the sound of the ocean, and there are basically no people here. Of course, that's not so good for Casa Nemo, but they have really been struggling during the pandemic, and the tourism hasn't really returned yet because they have made Iskandar Airport in Banda Aceh to a national airport, which means that there are no longer any direct international flights to Banda Aceh. So it's a bit more difficult for people to come here. Hopefully this video will inspire more people to come here and visit this small paradise, because it is kind of like a Bali vibe here. Of course, there's a bit more rules in terms of what clothes you need to wear when you walk in the streets. You have to wear at least shorts that covers your knees. This is probably the place you want to come if you're a bit more about the calm and natural Indonesian atmosphere.
It was the day of Eid al-Adha, and we went home to Balkis' parents that had invited us all into their home to join them for the feast. Even though we had never met them until now, they just invited us in and treated us like we were family.
Yeah. See?
What are you having?
We're having some fish with some chili and the rice, of course, and some meat with, which is very spicy actually, but very good. And then I'm having some of these rice. What did you call it? They're cooked in banana shells. Lontong. And then with the vegetables.
Balkis also told me that there are both pros and cons about living on an island. Her father, aka the Indonesian Freddie Mercury, recently had a stroke for the 3rd time. And the big problem was that there are no hospitals that can properly treat it on the island. So when it happened, they had to drive to the ferry and take it all the way back to Banda Aceh. Luckily, he's still with us today, and hopefully one day there can be a more advanced medical system on the island. We had another great and cultural experience thanks to Balkis and her lovely family, and I could tell that the Indonesian kindness and hospitality were winning the hearts of John and my mother.
What do you think about staying here?
I love staying here because it's relaxing. You see, we sit here and we play cards after breakfast and there's no one here. Nobody. So we just have it all by ourselves and listen to the water, and the temperature is the same as it was when we went to bed last night. What else can we expect?
Before I came here to Sabang, guys, I had so many plans of things I wanted to film both in Banda Aceh
and in Sabang. But you know, after my family arrived, I kind of also realized that it's nice to make YouTube videos, but I haven't seen my family in, almost 9 months. So trying to focus a lot of my time just being present with them, you know. Tomorrow we're gonna check out and go to another place called Hawk's Nest, because I wanted to make sure that we tried different hotels while we're here to kind of compare the experiences. Also for you guys to see some different places you can stay here in Sabang. So massive shout out to the staff at Casa Nemo. It's been a really nice experience. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But before checking out, there was a special surprise waiting for us. And as we went upstairs, Balki showed us her new restaurant, which will already be open by the time you're watching this video. And it's the first ever fine dining restaurant on the island.
How is the view like, John?
Oh, it's just amazing. Just amazing.
And to send us off, Balkis had arranged a true Achenese cultural experience, something that neither of us had ever heard or seen before. And as my mother is a singer, she wanted to give something back. So she sang a Danish song for the girls. The song was about a mother coming home. And this touched the heart of one of the girls, Tura, as her mother had passed away.
It's okay.
Thank you. You have a very beautiful voice.
Thank you. And so do you.
Yeah, thank you.
We're like sisters.
Yeah, we're like sisters.
The singing sisters.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so
Don't be.
emotional. Oh my god.
And I get because you do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my mom always coming every time when I was sad, and yeah, I know.
But I love this song because it's about when the light comes and mom comes.
Yeah, because mommy always brings something good and perfect to every daughter, right?
Yes.
Satu, dua, tiga. Ini video.
We had had a great stay, and it was time to continue the journey. So we finding Kilometer.
And we made it to Hawk's Nest. Let's go and check it out. Guys, we have made it here to Hawk's Nest. So basically what I did is I looked on Google Maps and I checked the best places to stay in Sabang, and the best places I could find was Casa Nemo and Hawk's Nest. So today we're here at Hawk's Nest and we're going to be staying for 6 days. So as you can see here behind me, the view is absolutely beautiful. It's very quiet, it's very secluded because we're kind of inside of a bay and protected by an island in front of us. So it's very quiet. It's super beautiful here, and we have an entire villa to ourselves. I'm gonna show you that later.
Saya senang sekali kerana ada burger di sini. Cok Nuris, apa kabar?
Terbaik.
Sehat?
Sehat.
Alhamdulillah.
Good morning.
Senang?
Senang.
Senang.
So we've checked into what's called an exclusive villa, I believe the name was. So we have 2 massive double beds, one for Mama Henna and John, and one for myself, and massive bonus points for fan in the ceiling and air condition, because it is very, very hot here.
My mother and John were absolutely crazy about the Luar coffee, and they had no idea it came from a 1,000 rupiah sachet.
How's the coffee here, Mom?
Too good to be true.
Too good to be true? What are you drinking?
Luar.
Coffee Luar, yeah.
Local Luar coffee.
Give me more of that.
Give me more of that.
Can I get a barrel?
As the next 2 days were gonna be packed with adventure, we spent the day on the paddleboard and in the canoe. And here I realized that doing a YouTube live on water is not that easy. So if you haven't watched it already, I'll make sure to put the link on the screen.
Hey, ready?
Yes.
Our tour guide Freddy had told us about a place that was supposed to be one of the most beautiful places in all of Sabang. So we hired a boat for the day for 500,000 rupiah, not knowing that a big surprise was only a few minutes away.
Pagi! Oi, lindo! Wow! Might be a bit difficult to see, but I'm gonna try and stand up the drone to show you, because where we are right now, we are right between the Indian Ocean and the Andaman Sea, and right behind us we have Rondo Island. That is actually the most northern part of Indonesia, even more further north than Kilometer. But the only thing that lives out on Rondo Island is a police station to watch over the sea. So that's why normally people say that Kilometer is the most northern part of Indonesia. And the place we're heading now, it is one of the most famous beaches here on Sabang. A typical place for backpackers and foreigners to go when they visit Sabang. And it's a really good place for snorkeling, and you will see why in a second.
From the mainland on Iboi Beach, you can pay for these small table boats to take you out to Rupiah Island. From here you can enjoy the view over Rupiah Beach, and there are plenty of shops that rent masks, fins, you can buy coffee, and if you're not afraid of getting a little close to fish, you can have an experience like this.
Alright guys, let's go under and see if we can find any fish. You can buy some noodles. I got some hot noodles in my pocket, in case you want to feed the fish as well. This is an amazing place to snorkel. Oh, welcome to Pulau Rupiah, guys.
We had the entire beach to ourselves for a full hour. But it's a famous spot, so if you plan to go, I suggest you go as early as possible, as it can get a bit crowded later on. And I'm all about these crystal clear waters and promoting tourism. But what you...
Good trip, ya? Terima kasih.
In the afternoons, the tide draws back, creating yet another beautiful view of Sabang as the sun starts to set. And for our last night, there was one more famous thing in Sabang that we had to try.
Okay, let's go.
You cannot come to Sabang without trying a gochap. It's basically a taxi, but on a scooter.
And I'm riding economy class. My parents are riding first class.
Wow, check the view.
Wow, guys, check this view. Amazing. What do you think, Mom? Is it nice?
I think it's heaven on earth.
Heaven on earth, yeah? Welcome to heaven on earth.
We had a fantastic stay at Hawk's Nest, but most importantly because of the lovely staff and the good service. So for our last night, they all surprised us with a goodbye dinner where we could all sit down and eat together.
Yeah. Selamat makan, guys.
And it was then time for the big day.
Guys, you have no idea how many times I've been looking at this Google Maps, plugging in the maps in the videos that you have seen me make, and I've been looking at that very top of Indonesia thinking, wow, I'm gonna be there someday, and now I can see it on the map. Today, guys, I'm gonna show you Kilometer 0 here in Sabang. What an incredible ride it has been when we started the 5th of February, just 5.5 months ago, going from Jakarta with the ferry to Lampung, all the way out to Gisting, to Krui, then we went to Danau, then to Bengkulu, went to the north of Bengkulu, visited the elephants, then continued up to Kerinci, where I met Jet, and we hiked Gunung Kerinci, drove all the way to Padang, met Busurni and all the amazing staff at Hotel Premier before going to Mentawai, meeting Onchi, Aman Doble, Aman Baune, then driving all the way up to Lake Toba, meeting Papa Soe, Mama Soe, Agung and Carly, then driving up to Medan, having a fantastic vacation with my brother, going to Bukit Lawang. We went to Brastagi, saw the orangutan, up to Blanca Jeren, going out to the coast to Meulabo, driving up along the US 8 road, all the way up to Banda Aceh, meeting my mother and her husband John, and then taking the ferry here to Sabang. And guys, here we are, now arriving at Kilometer 0, 5.5 months later. I know it took a long time, but you know, I'm just happy that I took it in this tempo and didn't rush anything, because traveling is not about rushing, it's not about driving fast, it's about experiencing what you see on the road, taking your time to take it all in, making memories for life. There we go, so close on the map, just 300 meters. Alright, I think it's time to pay here. 5,000, yeah? There we go. Kilometer 0 Indonesia. Mantap sekali. Let's do it. Come on again. Hey, there it is. Wow. We made it. Wow. All right. Here we are, guys. Big day for you, Turanga. Good job. Good job. We made it, girl. Yo, tak.
Uh-oh.
Halo, Pak.
Keretanya sana ya?
Iya, saya tahu, Pak. Salam kenal, saya Chris. Saya YouTuber keliling.
So apparently it wasn't really allowed to park up there, but luckily Officer Lukman also liked to watch YouTube.
Iya, 5 menit saja ya Pak.
Guys, mohon maaf. Boleh saya ambil foto?
Boleh.
Ayo guys, ikut. Semua ikut. Ayo. 1, 2, 3.
But eventually, Officer Lukman thought it was best if I parked somewhere else.
Alright guys, we did it. We finally made it here to Kilometer 0 in Sabang. I have Turanga parked right here. She's taking a lot of photos with a lot of people. She's loving the attention. And that's it guys. 6 months went by like that here in Sumatra. It has been an adventure of a lifetime. Thank you so much to all of you who's been supporting the channel, watching the videos, and to all the people who have met along the way who helped me. I'm so grateful. My family is grateful for your support. Turanga is grateful. So, terima kasih banyak guys. Or as we say here in Aceh, terima kasih. Thank you so much. Now it's time to go back towards Jakarta. Phase 1 of Sabang Merauke is finished here in Sumatra, and now phase 2 can begin in Kalimantan. So stay tuned guys, as Turanga and I, we head towards Kalimantan. And until next time.
After watching this episode, or even if you watch all the way from the beginning of the series, I hope with all my heart that this has given you a broader knowledge about Sumatra, and that hopefully you'll want to come here one day as well. Terima kasih Sumatra.
Sayur Sabang? Not vegetable. Anyway, come to Sabang guys. Alright, Turanga. See you in Jakarta ya.